Welcome, distinguished viewers. Chosen Chimp here, taking you through the 5 weirdest creatures of the William Hartnell television era. I will be excluding mechanical stuff like the mechanoids or the chumblies or whatever that is. I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to go strictly organic. The blobbier, the better. Here we go. Number 5, Kirquillian. Okay folks, so here we go, me showing my face on my channel for the first time, and already I've wrecked it by saying something stupid like Kirquillian is a weird creature. It was a man in a suit. This man here, Bennett. Bennett was a human pillock who stranded himself on the planet Dido along with Vicky, and the reason why he did that was because he killed all of his crew and the indigenous population of Dido. Now he plans to spend the rest of his days on this planet with Vicky as his companion, free of punishment for the crimes that he committed. Well, that all goes out the window when the Doctor turns up, doesn't it? But here's the thing, even though Kirquillian is just a man in a suit pretending to be an alien, it does raise the question as to what the indigenous population of Dido actually are. You don't see any other forms of life that look anything like this Kirquillian costume, and yet the Doctor seems to recognise it, and it rings a bit of a memory bell inside his head. The only creatures you do see, other than the sand beast, we'll get to that, are the 2 human looking guys at the end who kind of sort of come back from the dead to punish Bennett in this weird church thing. It's a really cool scene. Doesn't entirely make sense. They sort of act like ghosts, but it's great. So, are they indigenous Didoians, or is Kirquillian an indigenous Didoian? Who knows? But I find it interesting, so I thought I'd nudge it in at number 5. And an honourable mention goes out to the sand beast Sandy, who is Vicky's pet, and also Barbara murders him with a big gun. Oh. Number 4, the Morpho. These bug-eyed brain-in-a-jar villains only appeared for 1 episode in the Keys of Marinus, and then Doctor Who decided to never speak of them again. They had the power of hypnosis, and they hypnotised the entire population of Morphoton, including the Doctor and Ian, who were tricked into thinking that this boring room that contained only a mug was actually some sort of high-tech laboratory. Don't get me started on the whole sitting around in gowns eating grape things. How did they fall for that? Anyway, even though they were kind of intimidating and imposing and rather cruel, the Morphos weren't impervious to resistance, as shown in this final scene when Barbara goes absolutely mad and smashes them to bits in their jars, and she screams and they scream, and it's just harrowing. What is it with Barbara? Honest. Yep, so that's the end of the Morpho, never to be seen again. Number 3. I forgot all about the rills from Galaxy 4. Shame on me. Well, here they are. A rill there. Communicating via one of the chumblies. Apparently their appearance might shock humans, which is why they hide behind glass. Hello. Number 3. Garbage cone fungoids. Where do you even start with Doctor Who and the chase? There is so much madness happening in this serial. So many different creatures. The mechanoids, the House of Horrors, the cowboys, the toy panda. It's hard to know where to start, but I'll tell you what, I'm not leaving these guys out. The garbage cone fungoids. Giant bouncy mushroom umbrella things. They don't talk, they just bounce around in their jungle, and if you're silly enough to stand in one space for long enough, they will slowly creep up behind you and try and swallow you with the top of their heads. The solution to escaping from this is to walk forward slightly. The end. Though kind of scary at first, sort of, and probably quite scary for Vicky because they keep trying to eat her, you will end up feeling nothing but a lot of sympathy for the fungoids because the Daleks keep on shooting them. Swines. Number 2, the Maya Beast. Yep, we're going back to the chase again, and this time we're winding closer to the beginning to talk about the Maya Beast, which is, in my opinion, a lot more horrible than the garbage cone fungoids. There really is nothing pleasant about this creature except for that massive cute face. Oh, look at it there. I don't even know if that's a mouth or anything. It's just, no, really, it's not cute. It's just, no. I'm sorry. No. And it causes no end of problems for the Iridians in their underground caves. Things get really out of hand when the Daleks turn up, you know, even more so when people are setting off explosives left, right and centre. The Maya Beast is continuously trying to attack Vicky because that's Vicky, she is the fish food, whereas Barbara is kind of like the shark, I guess. And then this happens, this poor guy just gets swallowed by one and he screams like the best of them. Everyone else runs away and that's it. Maya Beast wins. The end. Done. Ugh. Don't like it. Just don't like it. Stop looking at me. Number 1. The Animus. The Web Planet. Lots of creatures to choose from here. The Menoptera, the Zarbi, the Larvae Gun, the... No, not the Optera. No, just... Anyway, the Animus. I love this thing. It's kind of like a final boss. They don't show it until right at the end. And look at it. The entire chamber is just cool. It's like a sort of Lovecraftian organic TARDIS. And the lighting effects and the noise it makes, though kind of dated, it really envelops the viewers into those scenes. There's nothing else that you see except for this. There's no wires or people hiding behind props or anything. It's just this one sprawling mass of squiggles, and I think it looks great. It's quite an imposing creature for the Doctor if it wasn't for the fact that he used the isoptope to kill it straight off the bat, but that doesn't matter because I love the concept. I love the idea that this is one of the first monsters in Doctor Who to really operate outside of the normal conventions of time and reality. Referred in the later canon of Doctor Who as a great old one, so you can look at it that way, and that's cool because it adds even more dimension to its mystery, but if you want to take it at face value just as it was seen back in the day, then it is also cool. There is nothing I don't like about the Animus. It's a great idea, great concept. Weird, blobby, glowy, whispery, sinister, abstract, utterly evil. Great stuff. My number 1, folks. Well, folks, you made it this far. The Chosen Chimp salutes you. What did you think of this, my first ever face-to-camera video? Bit of a shake-up from the normal format, but it does mean that I can put out more content, and every time that I make these videos, I will get a little bit better at doing this. Sound off in the comments, tell me what you think, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Have a good one.